Well, to sports news now, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have defeated the Cheetahs of Benin Republic 3-0 in their 2025 Afcon Qualifier. Ademola Lookman gave Eagles the lead after dancing through the Cheetahs' defense in the first half. Victor Osimhen put his transfer saga behind him to add a second to make it 2-0 for the Eagles. The Cheetahs tried to respond but could not, as Lookman added another to make it 3-0.
And we have players with quality. You can decide to play in any system. This is something we discussed, and I also observed. I slept over it, and I know, with the caliber of players that we have, we can decide to play any formation and be successful.
I think we prepared to win the game. We respect Benin. Last time we played against them, they won the game. But yeah, like I said, maybe only yesterday, that we have great belief in our team. We have great belief in our coach. He's like a family member who's come back to us now, and we knew we had to take the responsibility today.
This victory is without any discussion. When I see coming in players like you saw coming in, Moses Simon, Osimhen, Dele Bashiru, the bench you have here in Nigeria is fantastic, and we don't have that. But my young team is learning. I think what we showed against the Super Eagles in Abidjan in June was full of hope and full of future.
In other games, Sudan beat Niger Republic 1-0. Comoros played a 1-0 draw with Gambia. Libya also played a 1-0 draw with Rwanda, while Tanzania had a goalless draw with Ethiopia. Well, we have the media officer of the Super Eagles, Promise Ofoge, joins us on the news to help us understand what the mood is like in the camp. Promise, it's good to have you join us on the news.
All right, thank you for having me.
Well, talk to us. How important is this win for us, the fans, and of course the team?
Well, very important. Even more important for the players than you or Nigerians. These players have been, they've been the subject of heavy criticism, in recent times, and that accounts for the fact that they haven't won a game since March, when they beat Ghana 2-1 in a friendly encounter. Every other game afterwards, since March, ended in either a draw or a loss. And this hasn't gone down well with Nigerians. We know how passionate Nigerians are with football. We know that football is opium in Nigeria. Football is a unifying factor. When the Super Eagles ain't doing well, it affects a lot of things as far as the Nigerian sports fraternity is concerned. And so it's a very good way to bounce back to winning ways for the Super Eagles. It's an Afcon qualifier. Remember that at the last Africa Cup of Nations, they got to the finals. They were within touching distance of laying their hands on the trophy. In the aftermath of getting to the final of the Afcon, it is only expected that they begin the qualifying campaign for the next Afcon on a very bright note. And knowing fully well that the World Cup qualifying series has not been very smooth for them, they were determined to ensure that Nigerians do not bring out their calculators for the Afcon qualifiers. And so it was just a brilliant way to get back to winning.
Of course,
ways.
really beautiful, Promise. Really beautiful. I know that you would have been really happy just to see the boys or the men win today's match, of course, the comeback for them. But talk to us about Victor Osimhen. I know that it's been a topic in the camp since he joined camp on Friday. Talk to us about, we saw him on the score sheet, and it seems he has settled well after the old transfer discussions and how it all panned out. Really, what's the morale like for the boys?
Well, Victor Osimhen is a born striker. Victor Osimhen, I think, can score in his dreams. He's not kicked a ball. He's not played a competitive game since May, when the season ended in Europe. because at the end of May, it was apparent he would quit Napoli. It wasn't at preseason with Napoli, and then the entire transfer saga. He hadn't played the season professionally. However, Victor has been training on his own, and in the aftermath of settling his transfer saga, he's now a Galatasaray player. He joined camp on Friday. He's had 2 training sessions with the Super Eagles since he arrived, and that accounts why Coach Eguavoin did not start him because, I mean, for many reasons. One, he arrived to camp late, no fault of his. He only had 2 training sessions. The coach felt he needed more time to rest, to recuperate, and before getting him on the pitch. And I think that strategy really worked out well. Victor observed from the bench, came on in the second half, and only lasted 7 minutes on the pitch before, tucking the ball into the back of the net. I mean, it all tells you that this man is one of the best strikers in the world. And given any opportunity, he will take them. Victor is a plus to the national team. And going forward, the Super Eagles are ready not just to fly, but to fly above any opponents that would come their way.
Of course, really beautiful to see Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen on the score sheet. Promise to forget media officer for the Super Eagles. It's good to see you and have a safe trip.